What the fuck I'm gonna fight for?
No, I think I'm gonna keep it open. Okay. Hello, YouTube.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I'm about to do my baby ears. Okay. Okay. Hey everybody, it's Ty. Back with another video. So, today, my brother's in my room, swinging his feet in the background. It's all cool though. So, I'm just gonna do I guess, a chit-chat video, because I already did my makeup. I tried to, oh snap, what time is it? Because I try to see if I could do it at a certain time. So like, you know, I can film a get ready with me video for like back to school. So yeah, it worked out pretty well, I guess. So I'm going to just do my baby hairs and we'll talk about high school and trials and tribulations. That seems like a nice video. So I still have my hair in that hairstyle that I did in my last video. So if you haven't watched that, then you should definitely go and watch it. So basically, I'm going to be I'm going to be a junior in high school this year. So I've been going to school with the same people for 3 years now. Almost. Well, she got that. No, okay, so 2 full years, and it's about to be 3 years. So yeah, in high school, honestly, hasn't even been that great. Like, people always say high school's gonna be the best time of your life, you know, high school's gonna be like amazing, and like it's gonna be a life-changing experience. And I do agree on the life-changing experience, because like high school is like very, 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 very whack. Well, mine is anyway. Like, you lack school spirit, people are so mean to each other. Like, literally on the first day, I had moved to this district and I had dropped my backpack on the floor in the commons where everybody was going, and like it all fell out, like everything fell out. Only people who acknowledged me and didn't even give me help, like they literally were just like, oh, you dropped something. I'm just like, yeah, I could see that, you know, like no help at all. And like I was new, so like I was just like, what the world, like this is gonna be a terrible year. And it ended up being like pretty bad. Like I was just upset and stuff that I even had to go to that school, and it was just like terrible, honestly. Like I barely had friends, and just, you know, it was hard. But then I think it became okay, kind of, when I started like okay, so let me stop hip hopping everywhere. So basically, I had got accustomed to eating my lunch in the library, because like I was scared to sit in there by myself, like because like I was like, oh man, I'm gonna look like a nerd, I'm gonna look weird, or like I'm gonna look like a weirdo. And I did. I can't even front. I'm pretty sure I did look like a weirdo. So I was just like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go eat in the library, because like nobody used to eat in there for overall. So that's what I used to do. And then I got one friend. I got one friend in English class. Her name was, we'll say her name was Brittany. And Brittany, you know, she was cool and everything like that. You know, like I just always used to like look at her in class, like sometimes, because like she just seemed cool, I guess. Like, you know, she came there a couple weeks after school started, you know, dyed hair, makeup, nose piercing. I was like, oh, you know, like, pretty cool. But she looked old, so like I'm thinking that she like failed a grade or something, because compared to me, I look like I was in kindergarten. So I'm just like, you know, like maybe she's not supposed to be in here. But like, hey, she was cool. So a couple weeks after she had came, we had a project, I guess you could say. Like, okay, we had like a writing essay where we used to have partners and stuff, and like we would edit it for each other basically. So, you know, Brittany was my partner, and basically she had edited my paper, and you know, like we leave comments in the margin and all that stuff, yada yada yada. Everybody's done peer editing basically. So like she was like, oh yeah, nice paper and everything, like, but it's super vague, and I'm just like, thank you for being blunt. But her paper, it was pretty good, I guess. I mean, it was supposed to be like on a life-changing experience, and I said moving to where I am now was a life-changing experience because where I used to live, we lived there, well, I lived there for 14 years, so you know, like, of course it would be a life-changing experience to move where I am now. So she was just like, oh, like, she had something crazy in her paper, I forgot, like, it was something that was like, oh man, maybe I don't want to hang out with her. So like, yeah, we were cool though. Anyway, we had the same lunch one of the days. So like, our school goes in A day and B day, so on B days we had lunch together. So we used to sit at the same table, you know, and then I guess she made some friends of her own, and then they used to come over there and sit with us. And at the time, it was pretty cool. Like, it was only probably a week that we were cool. Like, not even a week, maybe 2, I don't know. But like, her friends, they're not even her friends for real. They started being fake. Okay, I'm getting ahead of the story. So basically, her friends that, most of those people now, as a junior, they're gone, or I don't even speak to anymore. So basically, they became none of her friends. So she used to invite them to the table, and we used to sit there and everything like that. And they were cool, I guess. I mean, they were alright. But like, it started all this drama, like when this guy, basically, she was arguing with this girl. Okay, let's say her name was Alexandra. So Brittany started arguing with Alexandra about a guy, and Alexandra said that the guy liked me when I didn't even like him, basically. So then, or it was something, like, I wasn't even in it, but I was in it towards the end of what I'm saying right now. So like, she was like, oh yeah, like, so Brittany was like, oh man, like, you're trying to date the guy that I like, and I'm just like, haha. It's like, no. So then it was done. But then Alexandra had made some old beef with Brittany, and Alexandra and I were cooler than me and Brittany. So, you know, she had ended up getting buck at the lunch table. So I was like, okay. So then she was just like, something, got all loud, you know, started bending over the table, like, in front of everybody. And like, mind you, this cafeteria is not no freaking 1 acre of land. Like, it is a pretty small cafeteria, so everybody can, and their mama can hear what you're saying. So like, basically, she was getting all bold because everybody was listening, and I'm just like, okay, like, haha, whatever. But then, like, it started getting serious when she started bending over and putting her fingers in my face, and I'm just like, okay, back up, you know, like, it's not funny anymore. So then, you know, like, it got a little heated because I was like, bro, if you don't get on my face, like, so I dropped my backpack, all that stuff, you know, got escorted to the office, basically got 1 day of suspension for posturing a fight. So yeah, that was it. And like, then I was just like, man, this school's whack. Like, man, if I was back home, then this would have never happened. Like, honestly, like, none of this stuff would ever happen. So that basically formed my opinion on the school that I go to, formed my opinion on the people. I was like, I don't want to go here anymore. Like, these people are mad whack, yada yada yada. So I say all that to say, my 9th grade year was the worst year ever, because after that it just became beef after beef after beef, and we all were cool after that. Like all of us, Brittany, Tiffany, who the heck's Tiffany? And Brittany and Alexandra, we're all cool after that. And you know, we used to sit at the table and everything was cool, and people would joke about it. We would joke about how we were about to fight each other in the cafeteria. But then, like, Alexandra ended up moving away his sophomore year, at the end of the year, even though she was a year ahead of us. So she was a junior, she's about to be a senior this year. So like, she moved ahead, like, because she had failed a grade or something. I don't know. Basically, she was in our grade last year, and then, well, she was in our grade freshman year, and then sophomore year she was a junior, and we were sophomores. That's how it went. So overall, that year was a 0 stars out of 5 stars because it was so complicated to even accustom to this place because these people are so two-faced and evil. So yeah, that's really happened. And like, I could only say that it doesn't matter what people think. Like, I felt like I used to really think about what people used to think about me because like most people have problems like say, oh, like she thinks she's all that because of my skin color or like my eye color because it's color I have colored eyes. It really means nothing. I do not care. But boys, they seem so flocking, like they flock to that type of those type of traits and stuff, and like that does not make anybody beautiful at all. So like people wouldn't know that, and they think that I thought I was better than them just because of how I look. I used to think like, oh man, like I don't want her to not like me. Okay, look, I do not care. That's how I think now because I do not care. You shouldn't care about what anybody thinks about you other than God and yourself. And of course your family, but even that sometimes it can be toxic with your family things. Like for some people, not me, but for some people, it could be like that. So just don't think about what anybody thinks. And the biggest tip I could give you in high school is find your own way. Don't try to let people tell you what's best for you. Basically, like if that makes sense, like try to find your own way. Whether that's joining a sport, whether that's joining a club, like whether that's just sitting in the library eating lunch, you can get work done that way. You have less distraction, less drama. Whether that's like it's whatever, like just find your own you so that you can make it your best year doing whatever you would like to do. And like that's what I didn't know. And the like I don't know how to say this, but like the popular opinion isn't always the right opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. The popular opinion isn't always the right opinion. Your opinion is the right opinion for yourself. And don't start stuff with people because then you'll have a record. Then you'll have stuff for the teachers to look out for you for. So that's about it. This was a random bouncy back and forth story. So if you want more, get ready. Well, I didn't even get ready. Like I already have my stuff. If you want more baby edges done doing English, oh my god, English. If you want me to do my baby hairs again while talking to you guys like I'm talking to a literal person again, then leave that in the comments down below. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. And if you haven't watched my hair tutorial, see how I did my hair, you should definitely go see that. And for this, like for my makeup, I'll film it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm planning on doing this for like a back to school type thing. So it'll be like hair and everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe turn on the bell notifications. Follow my stuff down in the description box below. And have a great evening, night, or day whenever you're watching this. So, bye.